Welcome everyone to Devo's Weed Chronicles. I am him, Devo. Hi, how are you? I hope everybody's good and medicated this afternoon. I'm trying a little of the local yokel here. Not a bad strain, man. Not a bad strain at all. I mean, it's all there, but I think the little girl has some sativa in her because she's almost there, but not quite. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to try a little more. All right, that's enough of that. What's going on here? How's everybody doing this evening? This is a story about, the time that I met somebody famous, but I didn't know he was famous at the time. We met this person. Hellraiser was the band I was in, and we have been playing all over the place and bouncing from studio to studio, and we decided that nobody could mix the sound that we wanted to hear. They couldn't do what we wanted. So we decided to go in a whole totally different direction. So we found a country guy that owned a studio and we let him mix our music. Phenomenal. The cat had a really good flair for metal. Anyway, this particular place that we played in wasn't really well known. There was a couple, 2 or 3 studios in the little town that we lived in up there. I take that back. We didn't live there. That's where the studio was, in a town. We lived in a small town, 25, 30 miles from there. So I think my drummer was the guy that actually met this guy. Oh, yeah, this is how it happened. My cousin had a wreck in his vintage Jeep pickup. Took it to get it fixed. And met the guy that was fixing it, the owner of the place. He got to talking with him about music, blah, blah, blah. The guy that owns the studio also plays bluegrass. Awesome musician. Awesome. This cat was, played with a lot of big names too. Older guy, retired, opened a studio. So somehow we got in with him. We got to go and play a couple of tracks. Well, at his studio, and he let us set up. No setup time, man. All the instruments, was already there. We just really had to bring our own guitars, and the drums were there. Had an excellent time, man. Well, he got to where he was doing studio work for us, and he had such good confidence in us, he didn't charge us nothing. We just came in there once a week, and he recorded our practices, and it was pretty awesome. But anyway, this particular night, we never called, we just always had a certain night we go. We get up there, and I'm sitting in the car rolling several joints, because I knew that we were fixing to run through we were fixing to play somewhere, so we had to hit this 4 hours worth of music, man, and kind of highlight it and put it into an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'm rolling up Hooters. He goes to the door, and all of a sudden he stops. There's a bus parked. Actually, there's 2 buses. There was one in the driveway beside this big barn. We're out kind of by the airport, way out in the middle of nowhere. A lot of room. Bus, another bus. We pulled in. But there's always buses around there anyway, but there wasn't nobody important. Anyway, my driver comes back. He goes, dude, you ain't gonna believe this. I said, what? The other guys show up. The bass and the guitar player, they rode together. Man, there's some cat here going to cut a track, but we got to go kill time. He's only got 2.5 hours here. And then we can come in and play, practice. I'm like, man, that's going to push us past midnight tonight. Well, we got to do it. So we went bowling. We went and bowled, drank some beer, ate, come back. We go to the studio, and we're like, who was this cat? And he goes, oh, man, he's just a guy on the road. He's stopping off, doing little gigs here and there, and he hits studios, and he'll cut a track, go. The next town, they'll do another track somewhere else, and they'll gather all that up, and then they'll make an album, if it's worth. I'm like, oh, so is he famous? Well, yeah, no, yeah. You listen to country, don't you? And I'm like, I was looking at him like, come on, man. Anyway, this dude turned out, I can't say his name, but he crawled around after he drank a bunch of watermelon juice. The watermelon crawl, that was him. Hey, thank you guys for coming in here. Hit like, subscribe, Google it. God bless, and keep smoking.